Hey friends, welcome back. Today I am gonna do my nails because it seems like I'm always just doing something beauty related here. So I guess YouTube has become like my beauty diary, being that I take care of all of my own beauty needs, like everything. So today we're doing nails. I am in the mood for a French tip. Don't come after me, nail girlies. People get real ticky when it comes to French tip and addressing like the proper term. What's a French tip? What's not a French tip? I know it's not gonna be like a traditional French tip, but for me and the girls that I know, we call it a French tip. French tip is a French tip. It's just the tip of the nail, the French tip. For me, taking care of my own beauty needs has always been like my preference. I never really cared to go and sit at a nail shop. My brain just could never let me relax. Like I'm always thinking, is it clean? Did they clean it right after, the person who they did before me? Are the tools cleaned? And I know nowadays they be taking it out of the little plastic sanitized bag, but still in my mind, I'm like, is it for real or did they just pop it in there and take it out in front of me so that we can think that it's really clean? So really, I like to do certain things at my house on my own so that I can have a real peace of mind. Also, the last time I went and got a pedicure, I was pissed because the water was ice cold and they were talking about they was having issues with their hot water. What? They still got their money though. And I left pissed. Give me one moment. I'm gonna go and collect my supplies and then I'll be right back. Okay, first I'm gonna file my nails. I'm gonna file them before I soak them and get all the gunk off my cuticles. My nails are fairly short and that's the way I have been liking them. I haven't worn my nails longer than this pretty much for over a year. And right now, actually I gotta take this color off. I have like this nude color on here. It's a Sally Hansen color. It's one of my favorites. I'll probably do a reel sharing my favorite nail polishes with you guys because I do have my favorites that I just wear time and time again. By the way, I'll switch my nail color like twice a week sometimes. And then sometimes I'll go months out without even polishing my nails. Doing my nails has always been something that I've really enjoyed since I was a kid. And I would do everybody's nails. I would do my big cousin's nails. And I remember I would get mad at them when they would be doing too much with their hands and mess up a nail and have to come back for me to fix it. I would really scold them on that. I enjoy doing their toenails and all of that, and to this day I still every now and then will go over to my grandmother's house and paint her nails and her toenails. I just really love the look on their faces as they're getting their nails done and how pretty they feel after having their nails done. I like giving that treatment. Like I love providing that service. Like anyways, so I'm using a file and I'm using this thin file because my nails are super short, right? And I'm trying to create this oval shape, so a thin file really is the only way to get a precise like oval, because a thick file you won't even really be able to get into there. I'm not even gonna make this a tutorial either because this isn't a close-up or anything. I more so just wanted to come and talk to you guys and really to encourage people to try to do some of the services on their own. You'll be so surprised at how relaxing it is to be able to do things on your own. Not relaxing, therapeutic. I just love putting time into myself. Thanks for the love on the last video where I'm kind of showering my thoughts on like all sorts of things. It was so random, but it's nice to know that some of you guys can relate to just like some of my thoughts on motherhood and just a feeling of overwhelm, and also quite a bit of y'all can relate to the whole dating thing. Yeah, people can be crazy. People can be, and everybody do need a little bit of therapy, just a little bit. Now, we don't expect anybody to be perfect. It's almost like know that no one is gonna be perfect, which is fine because I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. But when you see certain traits in people that aren't perfect, can you deal with them? Like, is it livable? Or is it gonna drive you crazy? is it gonna affect your well-being? You know what I mean? Like, there's things you gotta think of. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking the oval. What I ran into quite a bit is like men projecting their frustration out on me. Like, we've been in a time where a lot of people have lost their jobs, and I've dated a few men who things were great up until they've lost their job, and then it's like you can just sense their frustration. Like with me, like one guy flat out was like, he pretty much was like, oh, I can't have it like as good as you, like look at you. First off, people like to act like you just like magically been like placed in this spot, like you didn't have to work for it. And then the assumption of like the upkeep of everything that you have is like easy, because nothing is free. I don't know, I'm not like the type of person that always like that'll come and spill my guts out on like how frustrated I am. I don't really do that. So I can see why someone would think that shit, like things are like peachy, but no, like we all work for things, and life can be difficult. And then don't let somebody to have gone and found like my social media, then it's like they start acting different. So yeah, I'm done right there. And I think this is the end of the dating talk, because there's not really much else to say. I will say this, in my time of dating, I have to say that I have made great friends. Like, I have such amazing dynamics with different males, and it just feels good to have this type of relationship, like platonic, not flirty, just real cool, real chill, like genuine care for a person. And I just love that. I really love that. Ooh, I like the way I shaped this one. It's like an egg. You can't even tell. You can't even tell. Low-key, I might try to like grow them out a little bit. I just don't know how I feel about long nails right now. Because right now I'm doing my kids' hair. Both of them. Like, my son doesn't have locks anymore, so now I'm like braiding hair every week. Every 2 weeks at least. Between his hair and my daughter's hair, I'm constantly doing hair, and my own hair. And can't you see why I keep braids? I'm also keeping these braids because I'm trying to prevent myself from clipping on my hair. I trimmed my, I cut my bangs, and it looked good for like 2 days. I really liked it. And then after a couple of days, I was like, why do that? And so then I braided my hair because the regret kicked in. Kicked all the way in. I regretted that. But thankfully I didn't do like a big chunk. I only did like a little V. So it's like baby bangs. Like punker bangs. Okay. Haven't had coffee since November. We still pushing through. We're still doing good. You know what started now I'm remembering. What started my no longer having a taste for coffee is when this company, Rise, they sent me their mushroom coffee, and you just mix that with like water or milk, and it gives you a better feeling than coffee does. Like, you know, when you drink coffee, I don't drink coffee for energy. I drink coffee for the taste. But you know, when you drink coffee, how you'll feel good and like really perky. That's not why I drink it again. But there's also like that crash, like that calm down, when you just feel like crap, like you need to hit the pillow right now. Like, I don't like that about that. Rise actually has adaptogens. It's actually really good for you. It has amazing benefits. And you know what? That's another thing. When it comes to coffee, like I had started making my own coffee, And more so because I just got sick of my coffee not tasting good, and like the consistency just wasn't there with Dunkin' and with Starbucks. Now my places like Black Rock, Dutch Bros, always consistent, always consistent. But you know, the ones that you see on every little corner, they just wasn't consistent. It was really upsetting me because I was paying, you know, $7 to $10 for a drink, and it was not good. Not good. So we dropped that habit. We dropped that habit. I'm not giving you guys my $10 every morning and not being pleased with my drink. No, ma'am. So now I'm back to doing everything by myself. I'm pleased with the filings. Now we gotta clean up the sides of the nail bed and the cuticle and all that stuff. Add some oil to it, make it look pretty. Then we'll get back to the polishing. And for the polish today, I'm using this Essie Expressi color. Expressi means, when you see Expressi, that just means it dries fast. This came in clutch when I started using Expressi. I don't know if they just came out with it at that time, but when my son was born, it was so nice because it dries so fast, so I didn't have to worry about messing up my nails. I knew it was going to be dry. And this color is All Things O. Okay. So I'm not going to do the cleaning of the cuticle part on camera. I feel like I have videos where I show that, but again, it's not a tutorial. It is more so of an inspo to tell you, girl, go do your nails. Go do your nails. Try to do your nails. You won't know if you can do your nails until you actually try to do them. Also, I gotta give an update on my phone. I haven't had a phone in the last 48 hours. I'll tell you why, and I'll give you an update on that, and I'll talk about why that's been so great for me and so mentally freeing to not have a phone. All right, my nails are ready to be painted. My phone, I have an iPhone. Ooh, this is really pretty. Sometime last year, I dropped it and the back shattered and like exposed the insides of it. I told myself I wasn't gonna get any more iPhones. Like when I'm done with that iPhone, I'm gonna be done with it because it overstimulates me, like for real. It really overstimulates me. I have this other phone called the Lightphone, and I actually learned about it. A friend of mine sent me a picture of it and was like, I think you like it. And after he sent me that, I was like, yo, I'm about to hit this company up and ask them about it. I wanted to collaborate because my podcast was about, you know, slowing down, unplugging, kind of, you know, taking a break from social media. Geez, that's crazy. That was in 2023. So yeah, so they was like, actually, we don't need any content shot. We just want you to have it and use it and hope that you love it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. So they sent it to me and I instantly fell in love with it. It's so minimal. It's the ultimate like minimalist phone, dumb phone. You know, they like to call it a dumb phone when you don't have all of the gadgets on your phone. It's really just basic. So I had it turned on and I let my son use it. So whenever he would go to his dad's, he would, you know, have a way to just call me. And then I started playing with it myself some more. And I'm like, wait a minute. I really love this phone. So last year I started preparing to do away with my iPhone and just go full throttle, totally commit to this Lightphone. And the only thing that was holding me back is my family group chat. Like my family has this group chat and we're all on there. We all chime in like every single day. We're all talking to each other, and it was so hard for me to part ways with the group chat, right? I'm like, I gotta have a group chat, because it's like we got a cool family dynamic, and I just could not see myself like not being able to be a part of that. But I had a moment and I realized I can, you know, when I'm out and about, I won't have access to the family group chat, but when I come home, I can get on my computer, my desktop, and I have the family group chat on my desktop. So that's perfect. Okay, so this is coat 1. I'm gonna do 2 coats. This is really pretty. It's like peachy. It's really pretty. It's giving spring, y'all. Even though it's still winter, it's giving spring. Come January, I'm just ready for all the spring vibes. I'm ready for all the lighter colors and the pastels and stuff. Anyhow, so I think it was destined. Oh, the other night, my phone was like, liquid detected, phone cannot charge. So, and it said that before. It has said that before. But, so I was like, yada, yada, yada. I'll go ahead and like let it dry out or whatever and try to charge it. But girl, it's been 2 days. This is day 2. And still, my phone is not charging. So I have been using the Lightphone. I have not transferred my number over to it yet. I have to go to my phone carrier and have it switched over. But I started using the Lightphone. I have my podcasts on there and my music. Y'all, I had to download like my MP3s. I had to download music to put on there. It's so kind of like nostalgic feeling, because I remember I haven't done that since high school. So I've been downloading music and putting it on my Lightphone, downloading my podcasts on there. I was doing all of my contacts. This week I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it over and make it official. I think it happened for a reason, but just being out and about with my Lightphone, and granted it's not turned on, so people have not been able to contact me for the last 2 days, but I did let people know, like the people that I deal with on a daily basis, that, you know, my phone is down. Just text me for now. You know what I mean? So nobody's worried. I didn't go AWOL. Mommy hasn't gone AWOL. But yeah, I've been keeping my Lightphone on me just to have some entertainment when I'm driving, my podcasts and my MP3s, and it's been so lovely. I like not having a device that I am distracted by. And I love not having all of the constant like chimes going off, because my phone be lit. My phone be going off constantly. It's that social media. And I love social media. Social media pays me. I love social media, but the girl needs to pull away at times, and it's been feeling really good to be able to pull away. In fact, I feel like I give social media like better effort, because when I finally get my access to it, I get to be more involved in those moments. I feel like I engage with better quality, if that makes sense. And I feel like it's because I'm not overstimulated. I'm not constantly tapped in. I'm not constantly responding to messages all day. Instead of, you know, constantly responding to messages all day, I have a window. I can only respond when I am at my desktop, and that is a luxury. That is definitely a luxury. To not be tapped in all the time. And so I've got that feeling of like excitement. I get that feeling of excitement when I do get a chance to engage and to talk online to people. And to FaceTime my people. Because I don't really be on the phone, y'all. I just FaceTime. Okay. We're all polished up. And now the glosses going on. I'm just using LA Girl. But yeah, I love me a oval shaped nail. I love it. I remember when I was in my early 20s. This was before the oval nail was like a thing. Cause now, do they call it oval? They call it something else. They call it like stiletto and stuff. It's not even oval. It's like pointy now. But I remember back in my early 20s when I went to the nail shop and I was like, can you make it oval? And the man was like, what? He was like, that's for grandma. And I was like, if you don't make my stuff oval, that's another thing. Like, ew. Like, when I go and I need a service done and I tell you what to do, I instruct you on what to do, and you try to give me your unsolicited advice, like, you can't tell me the type of riz that I'm on. You can't tell me what's gonna be popping and what's not popping, because I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I do what I want to do. Shit. I should have walked out and went somewhere else. At this age, I would do that. Back then, I was probably like, no, it's not for old people. You know, when you just laugh it off when somebody just try to throw poop in your face, and you just laugh it off out of like just kindness. They're just like, you know, just kindness. Like, no, I'm gonna politely tell you about yourself. Okay, so here's the Lightphone. It's super tiny, but I've been really loving it. Let's see if we can focus on the phone and not me. But yeah, you can listen to things on speaker, or you can connect your Bluetooth. Mine was connected to my AirPod Maxes. They connect with no issue at all. Another thing, this phone is kind of slow, and that's because it's just like, it's meant to be. It's meant to kind of slow you down anyhow. I just love how the screen is like my my book, my little Kindle reader. So I'm gonna take it off my Bluetooth. Can I play it on speaker and not on Bluetooth? Obviously not gonna play the song because it's copyright reasons. That Dodger Blue has me. I can't get over Dodger Blue. I play it all day, every day. Not all day because I listen to other music, but anytime I'm in my car, I gotta put on Dodger Blue. That's the first thing they gotta play when I get in my car. I love it. Okay, anyways, so yeah, this is my Lightphone, and I think everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna get this turned on this week. Hopefully there's no issues with getting my number switched over. I hope it's a smooth transition because I'm over my iPhone. I told myself I wasn't getting any more Apple products. I'm not buying any more iPhones, and I told my kids to take care of their iPads because mommy's not buying anymore. I'm not buying anymore. My son already broke his. Now he only has his iPhone. Take care of your stuff. I'm not buying any more Apple products. I'm done. I'm slowing all the way down with this. The only thing I can do is talk and text. This is the phone. Like, this is the keypad that you dial on. This is how you create another message. Like, and look at the little emojis. It does have emojis at least. So that's gonna be new for me for 2025, and we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll change my mind and be like, I got an iPhone again. Because I always change my mind. But where I'm at right now, I don't miss the iPhone. I enjoy not being constantly on. And I feel like my time on is more useful because I know I'm not on all day. And that feels good to me. I hope your first week of 2025 has been lovely. I'll talk to you guys later. Until next time, I wish you nothing but peace and love. Bye.